if you are somebody who has a mother wound, it's very likely that you didn't have enough time to look at your father. So I just want to offer you something that's come up for me today. I got to a pretty serious root of something that I'm noticing that's going to be really helpful for me in the future. So I hope that it's helpful for you if you can correlate this story to your own life. So I was never able to look at my relationship with my father. My mother kept us separated for her own reasons. And um, he thought I was funny. He thought my like rebellion against my mother was funny. And it's funny because now he has this Doberman who's like the worst. He's such a bad dog. He's nice, but he's like a naughty dog. And he lets it just like go crazy. And what's true is he likes watching my mom react and respond to that. And what's also true is my mom hates the dog and acts like she likes it, but she will go out and buy it stuff while also like saying that she hates it. And my dad's like, oh, she really likes the dog, but no, she wants him to see her giving the dog something. So like she feels like the dog is the only avenue to being seen by my father. Okay. So when I was a child, my dad, he tells me that I would cry and I would say, what did I do, mommy? What did I do, while she was hitting me? And she wouldn't answer me. And he kind of tells me this story as if it's like a funny thing. And the one time specifically that I remember actually having this idealized version of him where he was coming to save me, even though he was like never around, was when I said to my mom I wanted to be just like her and I wanted to shave, and we were in the bathtub together, and she let me take a razor from my bottom of my leg all the way to my knee and slice into my leg. And my dad came in after he heard me screaming and started screaming like, why would you let her do that? She was like, well, if she's going to be dumb enough to do that, then that's her own problem. So my focus obviously is like, one, trying to be a good girl, but two, like my focus is on my mother. She's the one hurting me. She's the one, kind of like shaping me, molding me, making me feel something. She's the intense one. My dad is like he's the frozen kind of out there, would rather not deal with this situation, so he's going to go create a new situation. This is big for me, obviously. So I'm thinking about this, and I got to this place where I understood that when I vibrate in fear. So we have a relationship with our mothers the way that we'll ultimately have a relationship with God, or our relationship with our trust in the universe, and our relationship with attaching even to ourselves. If we have been punished for having a self, we will find it very hard to stay in ourselves, because being in the self or being in the truth feels like punishment, because you were taught to punish yourself, or you were punished for your truth. So when I get to that space where I biologically can feel, okay, my mother is hitting me, basically. And it's not my mother, obviously. I'm in a 35-year-old woman's body, but it is the energy that I myself perpetrate upon myself at this point in my life, and then I expect it. So then to some degree, I'll create it in my outer world. When that happens for me, I look to my partner in the same sense of starvation. And this is the funny thing, is like, this is why we have to look at both parents and kind of like engage our rage, even for the idealized parent, because I had never come to this awareness before. This was a really big thing for me. So when I get in that space, like, okay, my mom's hitting me, I'm swarmed by life, I'm punishing myself, I said too much, I'm too much of this or whatever, something terrible is going to happen, I'm waiting to take the hit. My primary thought, if I was like a 5-year-old looking at the situation, would be screaming at my father, like, you're not doing anything, you're not doing anything, you're not doing anything. Like, why are you not doing anything? And it's not, you've never given me anything. It's just, you're not doing anything. And I'm mad about that today. And the reason that this is helpful is because my partner gets that piece of me the second that I feel afraid of life, right? I look to him and I go, you're not doing anything, you're not doing anything, you're not doing anything. Like, make this stop, protect us, just do something, right? I had no idea that was because that's the primary frequency I had toward my father at a time that I vibrationally and physically could not defend myself. So now I still use the little girl to go to my partner and be like, you're not doing anything, do something for us. Instead of recognizing that I have the capability of actually doing something for myself because I'm in a different body. But my nervous system just immediately goes male role, not doing anything, male role, not doing anything to protect, male role, not doing anything. And then I get all sorts of almost like the insanity that my mother probably felt when she was doing that shit. So just, I want to encourage you today because it's been a long journey for me, but this is actually like, that felt really big to share. I want to encourage you to look at your idealized parent from every possible part of the circle of your life and fill in the gaps that have been missing, because it's going to help your modern day relationship to understand what it is that trips you up in your nervous system, that triggers you to act like you are under scrutiny from the your abusive or more like in your face parent. Bye guys, I hope this was helpful.